Meningitis advocates inspire a new lifetime original movie from GSK that raises awareness of meningitis vaccination for teens. Today I have Dr. Barnes, who's a pediatrician, and John, who is a meningitis survivor. Good morning to both of you.
Howdy.
Good
Great to
morning.
see you.
Nice seeing you. So, Dr. Barnes, could you explain what meningitis is and how serious it can be?
Yes, so meningococcal disease, known as meningitis, is an uncommon but serious illness that can lead to long-term complications and sometimes even death within 24 hours. 1 in 10 of those that contract meningitis will die, even with the proper treatment. And 1 in 5 of the survivors will have long-term complications, and that includes limb amputation, brain damage, and hearing loss. And the bacteria that can spread meningitis is spread by common teen behaviors, particularly in the 16 to 23 age range. So that's kissing, coughing, sharing drinks, utensils, and living in close quarters like college dorms and military barracks.
Now, Dr. Barnes, why are teens 16 to 23 years of age at an increased risk for meningitis?
So mainly because of the behaviors that they're having at that age. They're living in close quarters, they are kissing, they are sharing drinks and utensils. And so all of those things can potentially spread the bacteria that can cause meningitis.
John, could you please share your experience with meningitis?
Yes, I was one of those teens. I was 19 years old and a sophomore in college, and like most teenagers, felt like I was 10 feet tall and bulletproof. Then I got sick with what I thought was the flu, so I took some medicine, no big deal, and went to bed and woke up 8 days later in the hospital, blind, disoriented, and more than a little lucky to be alive. Miraculously, my fraternity brother had found me unconscious on the floor in my bedroom. So I'm probably not the only guy that's got a story like that from their college days. But rather than the result of a memorable college night, my experience was due to a nasty bout with bacterial meningitis.
Wow. Dr. Barnes, what questions should parents be asking their teen doctors?
So they should be asking what vaccination their teen has already had against meningitis because there are different vaccines for the different strains of meningitis. Then they should ask what are their teen's particular risk factors and what vaccinations their teen is eligible for. And then finally, they should ask what is the vaccine schedule for that particular vaccination. So, when is the follow-up? Put that on your calendar to make sure that you actually make the follow-ups for the vaccination to complete whichever series of the vaccinations that you get.
John, what can you tell us about the Lifetime original movie Pretty Hurts film brought to you by GSK?
Well, I can tell you that it premieres on June 28th, and I'm pretty excited about it because it really takes a really close look at what meningitis can do to a family and to a community. It honors people like me that have survived the disease. And there's a really poignant moment in the movie where the doctor comes out to address the mother of the victim. And the conversation that ensues gets me emotional every time I see it because I put my parents in that position of getting the news that their child is likely not going to live, and if they do, these are the best case scenarios. It really encapsulates the impact the disease can have on a individual, family, and a community.
Dr. Barnes, where can we go to learn more?
So parents can go to asktobesure.com. That gives information about meningitis risks as well as the questions that parents can ask of their teen's doctor.
Dr. Barnes, John, thank you so much for joining us on Morning Blend and talking about this interesting subject. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.